Welcome to the Stop and Think series. I'm Will Markham. This is going to be a series dedicated to training you not on what to think, but how to think, so that you can dissect all the BS on your own. This introduction lesson will be on why you shouldn't trust the mainstream media. We're going to cover the basics in this video, so to start, remember that these corporate media networks are a business. That means they're not in the business of telling you the truth, they're in the business of making money. Now, back in the olden days, the networks invested into their reputation because their reputation meant money. That is, until shareholder capitalism became a thing. This is when you had big corporations buying up networks in order to suit their own purposes instead of the welfare of the public. And we were kind of warned of what would happen if this trend of media buyouts continued. This here is a clip from 1976 from a movie called The Network.
Starring the mad prophet of the airways, Howard Beale.
Edward George Ruddy died today. Edward George Ruddy was the chairman of the board of the Union Broadcasting Systems, and he died at 11 o'clock this morning of a heart condition, and woe is us. We're in a lot of trouble. So, a rich little man with white hair died. What has that got to do with the price of rice, right? And why is that woe to us? Because you people and 62 million other Americans are listening to me right now. Because less than 3% of you people read books. Because less than 15% of you read newspapers. Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube. This tube is the gospel, the ultimate revelation. This tube can make or break presidents, popes, prime ministers. This tube is the most awesome goddamn force in the whole godless world. And woe is us if it ever falls into the hands of the wrong people. And that's why woe is us that Edward George Ruddy died. Because this company is now in the hands of CCA, the Communication Corporation of America. There's a new chairman of the board, a man called Frank Hackett, sitting in Mr. Ruddy's office on the 20th floor. And when the 12th largest company in the world controls the most awesome goddamn propaganda force in the whole godless world, who knows what shit will be peddled for truth on this network? So you listen to me. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We're in the boredom-killing business. So if you want the truth, go to God. Go to your gurus. Go to yourselves, because that's the only place you're ever going to find any real truth. But man, you're never going to get any truth from us. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you that Kojak always gets the killer and that nobody ever gets cancer in Archie Bunker's house. And no matter how much trouble the hero is in, don't worry, just look at your watch. At the end of the hour, he's going to win. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion. So turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the sentence I'm speaking to you now. Turn them off.
Just like the clip said, And when the 12th largest company in the world controls the most awesome goddamn propaganda force in the whole godless world, who knows what shit will be peddled for truth on this network? Except what happened in America wasn't just with one network, it happened everywhere. Buyouts and mergers everywhere in the 1980s and 1990s. Now, this next clip I'm going to show you is from a Saturday Night Live segment back in 1998. And here we go.
Schoolroom Rockies, back on the block with conspiracy theory rock. It's a media-opoly, a media-opoly. The whole media is controlled by a few corporations thanks to deregulation by the FCC.
You mean Disney, Fox, Westinghouse, and good old GE?
They own networks from CBS to CNBC.
They can use them to say whatever they please and put down the opinions of anyone who disagrees.
Or stuff about PCBs.
What are PCBs?
They come from electric power plants built by Westinghouse and GE.
They can give you lots of cancer that can hurt your body.
But on network TV, you rarely hear anything bad about the nuclear industry.
Like when Westinghouse was sued for fraud.
Which time?
When GE made defective bolts, it was an unreported crime. Or when it was boycotted for operating nuclear bomb plants just to squeeze a dime.
That's a footnote, by the way.
A footnote protects you from folks who doubt what you say. Now maybe the voices in my head will go away.
But the big shots don't care. They're all sitting pretty thanks to corporate welfare.
What's that now?
They get billions in subsidies from the government. It's supposed to create jobs, but that's not how it's spent. They use tax and soft money to support congressmen who will vote for weapons programs again and again and let them dump toxic waste where the young ones play.
INGE made the bullets that shot JFK.
You contribute to this chain every time you buy a product sponsored on this show.
That's what NBC doesn't want you to know. So the next time, please stand by, please stand by. NBC says technical difficulty, supposedly. So if you see a please stand by, you know it's all part of GE's big lie.
Why they take Norm McDonald's away?
Because they made too many jokes about OJ.
Was Lorne Michaels overruled?
Now don't be fooled. Me and Marion Barry went to the same high school.
Now, I can remember when I first saw this clip, my first thought was, holy crap, they actually allowed this on the air. Well, curiously enough, it was never aired in any reruns. So, now back then people started to develop little conspiracy theories as to why wasn't it playing any reruns. Well, after a while, Lorne Michaels at Saturday Night Live gave an answer as to why it was scrapped from the reruns. It wasn't funny. That's the official reason why they scrapped it from the reruns. So yeah, I'll leave you to be the judge of that one. So now, what does all of this mean? It means that the media isn't in the business of telling you the truth, nor is it in the business of high ratings. It's in the business of promoting their other business interests. Let that sink in for a moment, because this is how shareholder capitalism works. Your news isn't just sponsored by corporate advertising, it is corporate advertising. And the media monopoly has been able to publish whatever it wants with little to no scrutiny. And how does it do that? By syndicating. Syndicated narratives on every local station, on every network. CNN, NBC, CBS, Fox, ABC, all of them. And I'll give you an example right here.
In consumer news, economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors
factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny's step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny's step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny's step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take some of the spring out of the Easter Bunny step this year.
Economic factors may take the spring out of the step of the Easter Bunny this year.
This is a taste at how serious our media monopoly already is. Now, before I wrap this up, I've got to teach you something new, something you don't already know, and so here it is. It comes from a marketing principle. Products that do not sell themselves require heavy advertising. And this has everything to do with the media today. So what this means is when you see them trying to shove a narrative down your throats, it means that they know the American people will not swallow it. So they keep pushing it until it's swallowed and believed. Stay tuned for more lessons to come, and please comment with your thoughts and insights.